to send share link. Let me go to the other chat and send them this. This is so stupid. Fuck, I hate this. Can you all see me? Okay. Hi, it's me. Sorry. Can you hear me in the mic? This is a mic check. Okay, I'm gonna hang up on here. Hi, everybody. I'm gonna. Oh shit. I was listening to Mac. Let me because my stream, of course, nothing works right. So let me just tweet and post this new link on my socials, so then we can get going. Good evening, everybody. Hold on, let me do this real quick because this isn't working. Quote tweet. Use this link live now. Post. All right, let's post something on Instagram real quick, guys. Hold on. Let me go to my page. What is good, everybody? I feel like I should take the hat off. It's kind of hiding my face, but I have real bad hat hair right now, so it is what it is. You feel me? We live. We're at the cribbo, so I could do whatever I want, to be honest. No rules. All right, let's do this real quick. Ready? All right, I'm live right now. That's me. It's like Inception. It's me inside of me. Pause. There's the chat. We're going. Q&A is happening now. It's a new link, so use this link instead. Sorry about the other links. Okay, let me post this. Live now. Pawn your head top. Boom. It's me inside of me, guys. This is exciting. It's my first live stream. All right, yo. So before I get into questions and stuff, the chat before we got on here, we were talking about our favorite struggle meals, and I hit him with a few classics that my brother Kendall and I used to do when we were younger. We used to do the toasted piece of bread with butter and cinnamon sugar. That was a hit. That was a classic. Kendall and I used to do that. Kendall was big on the plain tortilla chips with nacho cheese, not even nacho, just like Mexican blended cheese. That was another one we used to rock with. Funny enough, I didn't really get into the ramen struggle meal game until I went to college, and then definitely when I lived in Chicago, the ramen meal game was significant. That was a serious moment in my life, for sure. So, all right, let me. I do have a mod. Shout out to my mod holding it down for me. Plug the influences in here sniping messages for me. So can I do this with my hair? Or should I put a hat? I feel like I look like dog shit, guys. Should I put a hat on? I don't like this look. I was gonna do my hair, but then I was like, I'm not about to throw a bunch of product in. It was too much. What do you think? Hat or hair? Put a do-rag on. Shit. Yeah, where is Danny? No hat. All right, fuck it. We're going au natural. Let me get my bonnet. I have some tea. It's chai tea. It's like a fake chai tea latte. I can't tilt it. Kind of looks like cum. Hold on, I'll show you guys. It's pretty fucking dirty looking. Here, hold on. Oh, I can get a beanie. I'd like that. Here, look at this real quick. See that? Looks crazy. Looks crazy, but it's delicious. Yeah, it actually looks foul. I don't know why I showed you guys that. It's actually quite disgusting. I've been drinking this for a long time, and I'm still not over how nasty that looks. 2 inches off the top. You know, I'm long due for a haircut. It's a cum latte. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. All right. What's going to be the episode schedule? Yeah, let's start with some questions. The episode schedule as of now, because as you can see, it's me and me only. I have people helping me out a little bit behind the scenes, but in terms of like shooting, editing, uh, producing, obviously the talent, coloring, cutting clips, like all that stuff is me at the moment. So, and it's a lot to endure. So, taking on all these new roles, I wanted to start slow. And currently, my schedule is every Tuesday. You'll get audio at 4 a.m., video same day at 8 a.m. So right now that's comfortable, and I'm comfortable doing that. Will I want to increase volume? Of course, but I didn't want to come out the gate swinging for the fences without getting into a healthy and comfortable routine. I think the best piece of advice for anyone that's a content creator, podcast, game, streaming game, anything is never over deliver and then scale it back. You can always offer more, but once you give people more, they're going to expect that over and over again. So I'm taking baby steps. So bear with me. All right, what else we got? The real question is, honestly, never mind as your current favorite album. It's a great album. That's awesome that you're listening to that in the winter. To me, that's a summer album. I don't know where you live. Could be warm where you're at, but that's outside music. Do I want to co-host? Not necessarily. I started this pod um understanding that, well, under the impression that I don't want to rely on someone else's schedule. I didn't want to be like beholden to someone's other career outlets or their, you know, whatever else they may be working on. I did have a podcast in the past that I was working on and developing, and it fell through because of that reason. And at the time, it was easy for me to be like, like, okay, well, wasn't meant to be. For this one in particular, I was like, okay, well, it's just me. If it's a success, it's because of me. If it fails, it's largely because of me. So I'd rather take the ownership on and not like F everybody else. It's me against the world. I'm not on that type of energy. I love the people that are helping me and collaborating, but I really wanted to just get it. I knew if it was me on my own timeline, then I would have no excuse to launch. So when everything happened prior to the new year, I had this date in mind. What was it, 21st? My first episode came out. I knew that would be a reasonable date to start, and I'm happy I was able to hit it with the first episode. So plan that rollout. Got the logo, like all the back end work. It took weeks to get done, but I was able to get it done for the date last Tuesday or whatever it was earlier this week. Damn, that was this week. Jesus, feels like forever ago. Am I going to be doing current events topics? No, I don't plan on it. Yeah, in terms of run of show, I like a lot of things that I wasn't able to open up about on the old show, but with respects to, you know, the dynamic. So I don't, like, to be honest, I don't care what flavor ice cream Drake had for dinner. I am more focused on things that affect people and things that that I think are just things that people should know more about. Not like I'm a teacher. I mean, I used to be a teacher. I am an educator in some form. But just stuff I think that's better to consume rather than like the Gatorade in Kendrick's video was blue. Does that mean that he's united with the Crips? I'm not doing that. I'm good on that. What else can we do here? Sorry, these are coming in hot. I love it. Keep running it up. This is awesome. This is incredible. You guys make the reason why. I will say this before I get into the next question. One of the main reasons why I'm starting the show, I started the show and am continuing down this career path is because of this right here. If you're looking in this chat, it's all the all the comments, all the DMs, all the we miss you, I hope you're doing well, all the, you know, my son was listening to the show and didn't hear your voice in a few weeks. We hope you're okay. Like, those are the reason why I'm here. It's a Friday night in New York City, guys. I know I'm doing a dry January. If this were just me a month ago, I'd be shit faced somewhere at a dive bar, like playing shuffleboard or something. Like, there's a lot that I could be doing with my time, but I'm obsessed and compulsive. Like, I care so much about this and creating this and building this that this is all worth it. Like, I love this. I love seeing everything that's going on in here, uh, in the chat. So I appreciate it. Let's go back to some real questions here. Shuffleboard slaps. Don't say that. It's a good game. Damn, I can't like scroll up. The chat keeps running before I can like catch up to questions. Plug, can you pin a few good ones as you see them come in? Sorry, I don't want to miss. I can't. It's not giving me the ability to scroll up. I'd love to have some pinned that are solid, if that's okay. If you can do that. Sorry, I don't want to like put you to work here, but what's something? What's Sheesh. What is a super chat? I don't even know what that is. Thank you, Plug. I don't even, yeah. Yeah, what's a super chat, guys? Can someone fill me in? This is how, by the way, when I tell you I'm learning as I go, I'm learning as I go. I learned about a couple live streaming. Obviously, I had to create a new link for this stream. This shit is all foreign to me. My favorite Kanye verse, the second verse on Diamonds, it's not even close. That is, damn, I don't know if I could play it because I'm not trying to get this taken down. But it's not the Diamonds remix with Jay-Z. Get that out of here. I'm talking the original where it's just him and he goes off. That's my favorite verse of his. Are there any albums you're anticipating this year? I don't even Cole, obviously. I'm trying to think of who else is probably going to drop. I'd be curious to see if Drake drops this year. I don't see why he wouldn't, or what his plan is. Max Balloonerism just came out. I mean, I've been looping before we came on stream. I was actually playing Faces. That's going to be in my rotation. I've been listening to you guys really want to hear the type of stuff I listen to on a day to day. I was listening to let me know if anyone in the chat knows this. Does anyone in here know Masayoshi Takanaka? No, that's not a ramen restaurant. Masayoshi Takanaka is like one of the best guitarists ever. He has this album called I don't even know. Seychelles. Here, I'll show you. I'll put it to the camera. Hold up. Fire. One of the best guitarists ever. That's an incredible album. Half the songs are in like Korean font or script. I don't know what any of them mean. Guy's incredible. It's categorized as pop. It's from the mid 70s, which seems to be the era that I keep going back to. But it's funky guitar lines, great lyrics, easy listening music. Have I been in contact with Baby D? Great question. There we go. Might as well get into some of it. Yeah, Damaris and I, first I want to get ahead of this. Damaris and I are like this. That's my girl. I love her. And the love is mutual. That's my partner in crime. Damaris and I got coffee. It was I believe it was last week. Time seems so fast because of how much I've been doing that I think like I'm already 2 months into the year. But Damaris and I are great. We got coffee, caught up, a little bit of texting, not too much. But anytime she needs me, she can holler, and anytime I need her, I know I can hit her up. So she's amazing. I love Damaris. What else we got? What are these? Are these breads? Oh, I get it. Ah, that's funny. Thank you, Dookie. Your name is Dookie. I know it's Dookie Howser, but still. Why does she keep referring to you as former co-host? She said that, didn't she say that like once? And I think that's like, in whatever. It's in jest. I don't think that's like that's not a shot by any means. What are 3 albums I'd like to re-listen to for the first time? Woo, man. Damn. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I remember getting goosebumps the first time I listened to that. I know that's like I remember where I was when I first listened to that. It was home at my parents because that came out, if I'm not mistaken, that was a summer album. Let me check. I believe it was, or when was that? That was November. November. I was home, I think, at my parents. I just remember being like outside and listening to that on in my parents' home and just fucking not like I got lost in just that world. Another album, probably Stevie Wonder's "As" or "Songs in the Key of Life," specifically the song "As." And then another album for the first time. I'm trying to think of like a more recent one. 2014 Forest Hills Drive that came out at an interesting period of my life, and I remember that album defining that era. So to experience that for the first time would be cool again. I'm seeing some albums in here too that are incredible. Let's see. Julian, I think. Yeah. I like Wayno. I haven't spoken to him in a bit, but Wayno's good people. I respect Wayno and what he does for work and how he works. 2088, that album's great. They're due. Take Care is up there, obviously. Okay. I don't have a playlist. I guess I have made some playlists, but if you're on Apple Music, you can follow me. I think it's in the link tree that I have on all my socials. I believe I have a link to my Apple Music in there. If you really want to follow and see what I'm listening to, everything's available. Just ignore like the hard rock and stuff because that's like the Linkin Park or whatever. That's exclusively for the gym, and I go to the gym, a lot during the week. So that's always like recently played, most played. If you're into that, go for it. But that's like my workout music. How did I transition from education to entertainment? That's a good question. So for those that don't know, I did Teach for America. I taught 2 years in Chicago on the South Side in Englewood, specifically 63rd in Michigan. Shout out right off the red line. And after that, I got my master's degree, finished my 2 years in the program, and I was in this transitional phase. And basically, I wrote a bunch of music blogs. I think they're still available. Some of them are still available on my LinkedIn page, but got passed those along to somebody at Hot 97, and with the idea of I said, hey, you guys just like regurgitate news headlines. Why don't you start having an opinion and like hire someone to write about social political commentary through the lens of music and do music reviews and interview artists more in depth than like your radio sit down, hit the talking points and get out. And they were open to the idea, and I moved here. I'd packed a U-Haul, moved to Brooklyn, lived on my friend's couch for like 6 months, and that was my start. I abused the power of having Hot 97 beside my name. I had the logins to the Instagram and Twitter, and I would use that to young people out here hustling. I used those handles I would pull up on shows like hip hop shows, R&B shows, any show in the city, show them the login. Like I'd be like, hey, I'm here to cover this for Hot 97. I need to get into the venue. The artist is waiting to do an interview with me. It's complete bullshit. And they're like, bro, no, like they didn't hit us in advance, and all the other places, all the other media outlets, like we have credentials, like no. And then I would show them like my login on Twitter for How Nice. I was like, yo, bro, I'm just here to do my job, man. Like, come on. And they would all, and I was never a problem, never argumentative. And they would be like, all right, go ahead. So then I would go in, and then I would weasel my way into like, I kind of wasn't in the scene at this point, but you always can look at the people and know who's important or where the VIP riser is, where the people that are working stand and where they congregate. And I would always find my way into the green room, find my way to the artist, get like the mouthpiece interview, a couple of photos if necessary. And it wasn't like I just want to get in to go to the show. It was I would actually do a write up or like cover these events. It was exciting to me to do that kind of journalism, but I didn't have, it wasn't set up in an official way. That was just me kind of bullying my way into the industry. So that was my start. What else we got? Plug is sniping these comments. I haven't even read them. I just see your replies. These are hilarious. Am I shocked by the positive and negative responses I've received? No, I think that comes with the territory. Um, not everybody, not everybody wants to support. That's fine. I don't expect that either. That'd be weird. Especially in this industry, especially in this divisive, seems like negative led podverse. Um, No, but do those negative comments deter me or make me feel like I can't do this or make me want to stop? No, and not at all. Uh, I'd rather have them speak about me than not. And I'm also not in the space to change anybody's mind. I'm just going to continue to do what I want to do and what I'm comfortable doing and challenge myself creatively. And if they come around, you're more than welcome to join. I don't care if you shit on me on the forums, but are listening to my episodes in quiet. That's cool with me. Like, I don't, however you get it, however you consume. Like, I know a lot of people listen to a lot of shows, a lot of podcasts. Um, I don't never understood that, but there's a community that comes with mutual hatred and mutual admiration. So all are welcome. How about that? How did I get involved with the Fiends Dreamville? Yeah, I don't think I ever had the chance to say this on the show. This is actually a cool story. So during the pandemic, or like towards the end of the pandemic, like when things were opening up in New York, I have a good friend of mine that works for a tech startup that Mixed by Ali. If you know music and you know this industry, you probably heard his name. He's the like pinnacle of engineers in hip hop. And a friend of mine took a job with him, and he was like his business partner, and they were launching this. Engineers is the name of the company. If you're an engineer in the music space, look into their platform; it's incredible. Um, and they were here on a business trip, and Boz was in town, and they said, "Hey, like, we're about to, go link with a couple of the Dreamville guys. Like, you want to pull up?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." So met up with them, had some drinks, hung out. Boz and I hit it off immediately, like became like fast friends. So the next day I was leaving my apartment to meet up with friends, and Boz and I just happened to run into each other like in the street. And I was like, "Yo, bro, what are you doing?" He was like, "Nothing." I was like, "You want to come kick it and get drinks? I'm about to link up with a couple homies." He's like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And then that was like the beginning of like a 4-day bender. And then we'd always end up like late night listening to records he just cut, or like, just long conversations. He's a big movie buff like me. So we'd talk about old films, and just it just felt like we'd known each other for a while at that point. And then that was kind of the start of it. From there, it was just like supernatural. And then, yeah. Hmm. What am I currently reading? Hold on. Let me get I can get 2 books. Give me a hot second. Also, there's a siren outside my window, so let's wait for that to pass. All right, I have 3 books. Last book that I just finished. It's funny. I feel like the last 3 books I read have a female protagonist, and they're all about a character that lives in New York City, and then their life just falls apart, and they become like a drug addicted person, and they either die or stuff just goes south. Anyway, one of those books that I just finished is called Sweet Bitter. It's very good. I really like this book. It's if you live in New York, it's cool because they talk a lot about New York culture. Um, Again, it's definitely probably has a larger female audience, but it was a good read, easy read, and it's one of those books where there's no climactic boom at the end. It kind of just touches on the monotony and like nothingness, not nothingness of life, but the regular life and what can happen to someone when they move to a new city. It's pretty interesting. It carries. It's a good book. I was into that. Um, Next, I'm gonna read this. One of my best friends, well, not one, my best friend from college lent me Malcolm Gladwell's The Tipping Point. When I told him I was starting my show in the pod, he said, "You need to read this." I know it's one of those like you have to read it books. This is next. I've been bad about finding time for myself and just giving myself time to just get lost in a book lately. I've just been focusing all my energy on the show. But when I'm in a more comfortable place and I'm on more of a realistic schedule, I'll crack that one open. So that's next for me. What else? What's what called the second one is called The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. There you go. Woo. Oh, I read Ta-Nehisi Coates' new book. He's one of my favorite authors. I have that. It's in my room. What the hell was the name of that one? Between the World and Me. I want to say. That's it. Ta-Nehisi Coates. Yeah, I nailed it. Between the World and Me. Fantastic book. It just read it. It's great. And I was fortunate enough. I went to a local bookstore and I bought it the day it came out, and I was there early enough to get one of the signed copies. So the nerd in me was geeking there. How many plants do I have? 16, baby. I have 16 beautiful plants. In the shot, you only get to see 2 of them. This snake plant, it has a sibling. I have 2 of these. I've had this snake plant for 6-7 years. It was probably a fourth of the size it is now. But look at. I mean, that is beautiful. That's growth, and they're natural air purifiers. You should have a snake plant. What else? What else we got? Sorry, I'm trying to keep up. Yo, yeah, I saw that thing with the someone commented about I have over 1,000 subs and the first episode has however many watch hours. I don't know how to get monetized yet, and it's really irking me. I've reached out to 2 people at YouTube, left on red, and I would love to fast track that if anybody wants to throw me in the right direction. Because yeah, I am ready to. I need money. I don't have a job, so an income would be sick right now. But that's where I'm at. So the realities of life, guys. It's not all peaches and cream or baby oil and jizz. Shout out, did. Oh, I didn't take these down. These are just like when I was working at Atlantic. These are just I don't know what kind of champagne. They're just like generic, basic champagnes. But these were just the digital department. These are just 2 gifts that I'd gotten my time there. Nah, monetization starts at 1K subs. What else we got here? How do I do a super chat, guys? Can you help me out? Can someone detail this for me? Plug, do you know how to do that? I don't know how to use YouTube. This is all new for me. Engage with your audience. Oh, he's calling me. Hold on. Hello. I have that though. Yeah, I have like 10,000. I know, but I can't after this. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. All right, well, let's get back to it. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for your help tonight. All right. Plug is modding this live stream for me. He told me that I won't be able to do the super chat until I get the monetization right. Yeah, exactly what Greg Mack just said. That's exactly what he just told me. All right, what else? What other questions we got? I'm here to talk, guys. Let's talk. Let's chop it up. The reason why I wanted to do this is because I've been in so many of Danny's spaces. I hope Danny's in here. I've been in so many spaces on Twitter, and they're fun, but I'm a guest in those spaces, and I just wanted a space to just speak directly and freely, and just comb through some comments and have some fun. And this gives me an excuse to just chill at home because again, I'm doing a dry January. This is exciting, guy. Okay, wait. This is fun. I kind of want to talk about this on the pod, but whatever. That's so far from now. I'll just do it here. I think I'm gonna post for the first time ever in my adult life a thirst trap on my main Instagram feed. And that sounds so bad, but hear me out. I I've been doing the dry Jan. I lost like 10 pounds and I was never like out of shape. I've always like, relatively in shape. Um, but I've lost like 10 pounds and it's all, where you would expect from not drinking alcohol, which obviously is filled with like wheats and sugars and stuff. It's all in my stomach, like in the gut. My abs are like, but they're back. So I think it's just all like, gut weight. I'm cut again. And I plan on it. I'm saying it out loud. Let me know if this is a bad idea and I shouldn't do it. I'm planning, not going to. I'm planning on doing a thirst trap. But like obviously it'll be funny and it'll be a photo dump. Uh in the caption, the caption is gonna be so funny. I don't want to spoil it, but just the caption will be very well written and targeted at a certain demo of creators. And it is I had the joke, I had it at the gym today when I was working out. I was running through the possibilities of what I was going to say, and I was laughing to myself at the gym. So just keep an eye out. It'll happen. If it happens, it'll happen next month, which I guess is only in like a week, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, thirst trap. All 2025, we thirsting. All right, what we got? You can do it, whatever. Yeah, you'll know I'm joking. By the way, this isn't one of those like, is he serious? You'll know I'm joking because if you're here, you most likely know my personality. That's not the kind of shit that I do, and I think it's corny, and sometimes it's fun to make fun of those people by doing the very thing that they do. That's kind of what I'm leveraging here. This is through the Black Magic camera that I'm using right now. Yeah. What else we got? What messy questions? I don't see any unless Plug is sniping them all. You've done things of the lighting's better in post. I have like one studio light on me. It looks it's all right. We'll get there. That's crazy. You said you're asking about a threesome in a marriage? I feel like that's the easiest way to get a threesome, no? If your partner's down, then you're up 2-1. It's like a fast break. All I need to do is pick up the last, like, run the weave. I feel like that's easy. What else we got? Am I into vlogging? Nah. I don't think you know what the big deterrent for me with vlogging is? Filming myself in public. Like having to potentially carry a camera around or put down a tripod and like if I'm entering a store or shout out Drew Walls, his content's incredible. But he went viral because his content's great, but people also would like make fun of it. The thought of me like I don't have a car in New York, but say I did, the thought of me parking my car, getting out, putting the tripod down like outside the door, getting back in the car, and then getting out again as if like it's me filming myself getting out of the car. It's like I can't do stuff like that. I can't. Or filming myself at a restaurant. Oh no, I couldn't do that. No, yeah, nah. And I wouldn't do that to my friends either. I wouldn't want my friends to be in it. I don't think vlogging fell off. I think there's a lane for it. I think that the people that do it are great. Like the people that I know that do it are great. But it's just not. I can't. I can't. It's just not a thing that I could take on. What do I ask my barber when I sit down? 2 inches. Would I ever go back to working at a label? I think so. Um, I'm open to it. It would have to be a great situation. But do know, like, no matter what career path or whatever I go down, this show is coming with me. So I will. This is me. So I will. This will follow. Um, so yeah, we'll still be here. We'll still be rocking. Is this live? Yeah, it's live. I'm currently live right now. Will I sign with Could Have Been? I'm not a rapper, so I don't know if I'll sign with Could Have Been Records. Anyone that is a Drewski fan, he just did Matt and Shane Gillis's podcast. I listened to it today. It's very funny. The three of them are great. Drewski's hilarious. They're dynamic together. It's awesome. Let's see what else we got. Do I think TDE adding SZA makes Kendrick look less of a solo artist? Lesser. Oh, sorry. Let me read that. Do I think TDE adding SZA? Well, TDE didn't add SZA to the. Do you think TDE adding SZA makes Kendrick look lesser than as a solo mainstream star? No, no. What do you mean? Why wouldn't TDE is a label? They're trying to promote their artists to make as much money as possible. They have one A, one B. Well, no longer Kendrick, but yeah, they're both superstars. They're both megastars. It's fun. I saw someone said Last of Us Part 1 or 2. I haven't played either. I really want that game. I've been playing so much NCAA football, but I want a good story game so I can lock in and commit to that. I saw something like Kanye said in some interview or some anecdote somewhere that he said The Last of Us, I think it was Last of Us 2 is like his favorite game. And just the thought of watching Kanye play a video game to me is so funny because it's such a normal activity and nothing about him seems normal. So just picturing him locking into a video game is very funny. I if you guys really fuck with the streaming the me playing video games, I could do that. I play. My record currently it's annoying. I fucking lost a game last night. I should have won. I'm currently 63 and 63 online. So that shows you how much I play this game. I'm in the I think it's all conference. There's like divisions and I'm in the third one. So I'm good. I'm ranked. I'm in like the top 110,000 gamers on the game. So it's okay. I'm average, I'd say then. Not probably not great, but I'm okay. I'll stream some COD too. The good thing about I don't know if this will I'm actually not going to move because I don't want to unplug anything. This board and stuff that I have has live stream capabilities, so I'm open to rocking out and live streaming from time to time. Why not? It'd be fun. What else we got? This is fun, guys. I want to do all right, Dan. I see you, Danny. Now I see you. Yeah, I'm 63. I'm 500. I win one, I lose one. I win one, I lose one. I win 10, I lose 10. That's how it goes. Actually, fuck that. I'm cutting myself some bail. When I first played the game, I immediately played online, did not get a feel for the gameplay at all. I started off like 3-25. Dog shit. And since then, I've been winning a lot more. So if you look at like my average, once I got like the hang of it, I'm a positive winner. I have FIFA. I have FIFA 25. I just the everyone wants to play like those the 4-on-4 modes. Like I have some of my friends from home and some homies like in LA that always want to play the club stuff. I don't like that. I just like playing like let's just play the game. I'll play with these 11, you play with that. Like let's play each other. I don't like the whole I control one guy and I just play this circle the same 5 yards every ball I get. Maybe I touch the ball every 6 minutes. I don't like that. Just play the game. I'll play someone in FIFA with real Premier League teams or another team. Like, let's do that. My opinion on Cam Ward, he's a great quarterback. That's such a random line of questioning. He's really good in FIFA. In FIFA, he's really good in NCAA 25. That motherfucker can scramble his ass off. I just Ultimate Team didn't do it for me. I love when I was a kid. Mario Kart was my shit. Double Dash in particular. What else we got? Go to Premier League. Go to Premier League team. I've never like really committed or locked in on a Premier League team. My best friend from home's a Chelsea fan, and they're up and down. I have a soft spot for them. Boz is a PSG guy, so I pull for them every once in a while. Like I can't claim a team. It wouldn't be right for me to say this is my team. I really don't have one. Who do I have winning the NBA championship? I think it's going to come down to OKC and Boston. And OKC is a very young team. Boston is more seasoned, a little more experience. They've been there before. For the time being, I'd take Boston again. Uh, we'll see. I hate Boston so much. I'm pulling for my Knicks. I would love to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals this year. I think that's a realistic goal for this team. That'd be awesome. I'm really hoping that happens. Yeah, Double Dash is goaded. I would like. I always did. I'm a Toad guy. Toad or Luigi. And this isn't like Luigi the healthcare. No, like that the character. What am I watching? Oh, guys. I mean, Severance. Who's not watching Severance right now? Wario being your favorite character is hilarious. Anyone in here watching Severance? That's the show. I'm like obsessed with the rollout, everything they've done. I watched the episode 2. I'm all caught up. I won't spoil it. No spoilers. Um, This is fun. I was late to season 1. I mean, I watched season 1 maybe a month ago, so it's all fresh for me. I'm not like having to remember things. It's all current for me, which is exciting because those who watched season 1 when it came out had to wait 3 years for this to come back out. I love Severance. It's incredible. The writing's great. The storyline's awesome. The concept is a home run. And it seems like they're already getting to the shits early in season 2. So I'm with it. Helly's up to some funky stuff. We'll see what she's doing, but no spoilers. Everyone watch it because I would like to do another one of these and talk about it. So get in there. Yeah, Helly. I don't trust Helly right now. Did you watch episode 2, Barry? I don't. Helly's a little iffy right now. I don't trust her. Squid Game 2. Uh, Didn't get into it yet. My attention span lately has been very short and focused on this. That even when I'm watching something, I like, unless it's Severance, I'll be on my phone, or doing something on YouTube in analytics. I I loved the first season of Squid Game. I just haven't started 2 yet. Is it good? Does it hold up? 1 was so good. I don't know how the 2 could match it. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, Penguin. Penguin was incredible, man. I love Colin Farrell. Yeah, Penguin was, how could I sleep on that? Watched it all, loved it. Hope they do another season. Penguin's the show. That's the show. I'm into that more than I am into the new Batman series movies. It's not better than season 1. I figured. I mean, season 1 was incredible. That's a tough out. Did I hear about DJ Ack? Yeah, I'm comfortable talking about that. I actually just watched that clip before I came on here. Um, for those that don't know, Academics was on a live stream with a 15-year-old and like a bunch of other guys, and basically just like saying like, "Hey, bro, like if I hook you up with a girl, would you beat?" And the kid's like, "No, I'm underage." And then he goes, "Okay, but like, what if one of us got like a sex change and we let you beat us? Would you do that?" And he's like, "No, like I'm underage." It was just like I could see what Ack was trying to do, and it didn't help that the other guys on the call were also like encouraging the joke or like the bit. But yeah, I mean, you can't. That's not a good. That's dumb. You shouldn't have said that. And I think the kid, the irony being the 15-year-old in the chat, in the video screen on the stream, had the most sense and the most mature response. Um, I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't know what can happen with that. I don't know how legal ramifications can come of that, unless the kid does it himself. But yeah, that's just not that, like, the especially in this era, coming off the heels of the summer, we just had like anything underage, the minor stuff, just that's a no-fly zone, regardless of the time. It's not just because last summer it was hot, let's cool down on it. It's never a good time for that, but that was just a bad idea. That was dumb. You shouldn't have done that. Do I think he'll be out of here? No, because he's done stuff in the past, and that none of that stuff stuck. Like I just don't. It's weird how some people the rules bend and it doesn't, like, the the fallout doesn't hurt or ruin their thing. I think he'll be fine. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think he's done crazier stuff. Yeah. What else we got? This sucks. I really want to play music, but if I play music, then I can't even monetize anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. But I'm just gonna try to play this straight. Do you watch The Substance? I do not. I'm not familiar. I'll look it up. Do I bet? No, never got into betting or gambling. Uh, I can't. It's not something that I can't. Never tried it. Just like the Knicks. Go Knicks. What else we got? Yeah, but I want to keep this video public. Um, I haven't heard Bad Bunny's new album, but every snippet and every piece of content I see using a sound from it sounds amazing. It's tough. Like a lot, I'm telling you, a lot of this music for me, I feel like I'm a seasonal listener in terms of like the type of music I play depending on the weather. So right now it's, like slower, down tempo, just a little more like gloomy music. In the summer, Bad Bunny, that's, I'm trying to hear that stuff outside, not cooped up in my apartment. What else we got? Ooh. Can I answer a serious question for you? I mean, it would depend on the question. In South Florida, Bad Bunny does play year round. You are 1,000% right. Thoughts on SZA joining the Super Bowl? Why wouldn't she? It's no duh. Kendrick could do it alone. I don't think that was ever the issue. They weren't scrambling to get him a co-headline. But that's his homie. Like, why not put your girl on? She's having a huge moment right now. They're both at the top of their genres, it seems. Why not? Why not make it a moment? And I think that's great for PG Lang and TDE to show that, like, hey, like, there was all this stuff about, Top Dog and the relationship going sour and we're leaving and all these things with those two camps. At the end of the day, it seems like they're cool. There's a relationship. There's some uh, peace at hand enough where they can share that moment together. I think that's awesome. And obviously, they're doing the tour together. I saw like, does this undercut Kendrick? Is he not big enough? Can he not do it? He can do the show alone. That's not the issue. I just think, why not let your girl pull up with you? They have a lot of great songs together. I think they'll do All the Stars, maybe one other record together, and then she might do a medley or some cut of a solo record, but it's not going to turn into a SZA set by any means. I think it's exciting for them. I'm really interested in seeing how they produce it. What else we got? Danny about to clip that. Go for it, buddy. Have a blast. All right, what else we got? What soundboard am I using? This is the well, it's not I mean, it's the ATEM Mini Extreme ISO. That's where I'm at. That's my board. Paid a shit ton of money for it too, so gotta get my money's worth. What else we got? Thank you. True Meep. Very nice comment. Someone said, knock it off. SZA is the bigger artist globally. I don't know if that's true. I would like to see. I'm not saying you're wrong. I would just like to see analytically how that's supported. Maybe I am. Maybe she is. If so, so what? Why not have her pull up? That's still a great idea to have her there. What am I sipping on? I said this at the beginning, so if you're just joining or you joined while I started, I'm sipping on is a chai latte, but it looks like cum, and it looks like there's a shit in it too. It looks like shit and I'll show you because I drank it down enough that you can see the cinnamon stick. Actually, I'll just pull this out. Pause. This is not going to get flagged. It's not anything nefarious. This is a cinnamon stick, and that just goes in there. And that's what I'm sipping on. Why are you so worried about what's in my cup? Speaking of my cup, I'm going to go fill this up with more hot water. Give me 3 seconds. I'll be right back. Back like crack. Oh my god, it's almost already been an hour. This is fun. Well, I did start late, so let's keep going, guys, because I don't want to shortchange you. We can upgrade you. You need my origin story? My parents had sex, and then 9 months later, I was here. I love a dirty chai. Yes, BR. Iced chai. Summer, that's the drink of choice. Dirty chai with oat. Tasty. What else we got? Review of Billie Eilish album. Charlene, love it. It's phenomenal. I know there's a lot of guys in here that's like, I don't listen to Billie's music. She just has the milker. She has the heavies, which is true. She does. They're incredible. But her music, her album is so good. It's arguably better than the heavies. I'm obsessed with that album. And if you're in this weather, in this mood, check it out. It's perfect for like a rainy day or a day where you're just like at the crib. If you're cleaning the crib, if you're just trying to organize your life, that's a great like I'll call it like a good Sunday album. That's a great album. What else we got? My 1 year goal for this show. That's a good question. I feel like I got all this up and running so fast that I didn't take time to think. I thought of plays I wanted to make throughout the the rollout and in the coming months, but there isn't like by this time next year I want to fill in the blank. I don't know. I just think consistency and commitment to what I'm creating and my commitment to everyone that's here with me tonight and beyond. I think that's things will happen and this can go where it's supposed to go and it'll get taken to places it's supposed to get taken to. I'm open to all possibilities. And I promise you there will be no shortage of work on my end. I'm a very hard worker and I take pride in my work. And if my name is behind something, I'm going to make sure it's done right. So, um, coming off the Billie Eilish album, I know it's not a newer album, but it's one I always think of when I hear Billie Eilish's album too. Adele's album 30 is still like one of my favorite albums, period. If you haven't listened to 30, check it out. Adele doesn't miss. It's actually insane, her discography, but 30 to me is very mature. It's very beautiful. I love that album. Biggest advantage of having my own podcast, this, everything. I can do anything I want. It's cool. Like that's freedom, I guess. That's cool. What else? I like Lana Del Rey, uh, but sometimes her stuff to me is a little too sleepy, if that makes sense. She's awesome though. I fuck with Lana. She's from upstate New York. Someone said I look like I just came out of hibernation. Yeah, I mean, this is my. I didn't put shit in my hair today. I'm just hanging. This is I post shower, let it air dry. That one track with Rocky, what's that? Summertime or summer something with Lana? Yeah, that's a good record. It's a very good record. What else we got? The new Eminem album. Relax. I hope he goes away. Or make another scathing Trump diss. Am I planning on hiring? I have been fielding a lot of messages about hiring people. And I'm not opposed to it. I just would want to make sure it would be a fit, like it would be the right fit. And I wouldn't just have you on like my team just to have somebody just to say, hey, I have an intern. Like I would have to say, okay, like this week I need you to do this, or like this week we're working on this. And to answer your question, I don't know what that workflow looks like yet. So I don't want to like bring anybody on until I can flush out exactly what that looks like. Cause I feel like that's unfair to someone to be like, hey, like, congrats, you can help me out. But if I haven't thought about how many utilize them, I don't think that's fair to someone to just like have them on call or have them like wondering what they're doing. But of course, I'd love to build a team. That's awesome. That'd be so much fun. Mm, can I please move the snake plant? Yeah, I know it's leaning into me. I let me turn it. How's that? Freedom. But now you can't really see it. That's why I had it there, because I couldn't see it. How's that? You're welcome, Alicia. Let's see. What else can we talk about? Oh. Plan on coming to Cali soon. Potentially. No, actually, no. Why am I lying? Well, the potentially being I submitted a casting for my modeling agency that for a gig that would shoot in Cali. It'd be like a week out there. And I have yet to do a shoot where I needed to travel, and I could use a week out of New York right now. So I hope I get it. But that would shoot in California early next month. Which means I would probably either have to record all this shit. I wouldn't want to fly with this stuff. So I would have to record it all and schedule it and get everything done a week in advance for the show. Oh, what made me get into Ethiopian jazz? Whew, great question. Just discovering music. I'm like one of 10 people that still uses Apple Music because I know Spotify is a better algorithm, but I'm faithful to Apple. I would just listen to a lot of jazz, and then one day, like I think at the end of a playlist or at the end of an album I was listening to, was like, hey, recommended, and I clicked this one album and I was like, oh shit. I locked in, I added like all their whole catalog, and it turns out I didn't know it was Ethiopian at the time. Then I looked, like, I'm a nerd. I did my research and I was like, oh shit, this is I love this. So I do that a lot. I write to that a lot. Last time I did shrooms, I'm not gonna lie, it's been probably at least more than that. Probably like at least 8 months. I had one like not bad trip, but like iffy trip, and I kind of pumped the brakes on them for a bit, and I haven't done them much since. I haven't like full send it in a very long time, but even on like the casual take a cap or two, it's just I haven't like really wanted to do that lately. So I've just stayed away from it. This is like when I tell you I'm the most clear-headed, my mind, everything is just running on like, a healthy schedule in a while. This is great. Again, the dry January, like I've, physically have changed, but mentally, I think that's where it's done the most work. Waking up for a month straight with no hangovers, like, why wouldn't I do this all the time? How'd I get into modeling? I got scouted. It's not something I like looked into, to be honest. I got scouted at a party. This drunk girl came up to me and was like, you should model. And I was like, you're drunk. And then she's like, look, give me your email. And sure enough, that next week, I had a meeting with her agency, and I signed. And it was just as easy as that. Just a chill guy live streaming. You feel me? What else we got here? Do I have a goal that I haven't started yet? That's a great question. I wish I had an answer. No. Damn, that's a lame answer. No, I guess I don't. Oh, I want to read more books, but I didn't like put a number to it. So get back to in a more healthy reading routine. I think that's my goal. I never got into anime, and I'm mad I didn't. When I was a kid, though, Kevin asked this. By the way, I keep meaning to read your names when you ask questions. Kevin asked, "Do I ever get into anime?" I want to. I wanted to. I just never got into. When I was a kid, Dragon Ball Z was huge. Loved that. Loved Pokemon. Loved. I even watched Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon a little bit, but not so much. But those were like the classics for me. I never got into like the other, like the more serious, less child geared anime, like the more adult leaning, dark stories. But I should. I know it's they're beautifully written. The best dry January cocktail I've had. So that's the funny thing. Who asked this? Cassandra. everyone's like, okay, so you're not drinking. Well, like that sucks because like obviously getting drunk is great. I'm like, yeah, but like honestly, I miss the taste of some cocktails. And they're like, really? Like no one likes the actual taste of the cocktails. I'm like, well, I'm not talking like a tequila soda. I'm talking about I love a Negroni. And Negroni, for those who don't know, it's sweet vermouth, Campari, and gin is the traditional. So it's basically equal parts, those three things. I like them with mezcal, so I substitute the gin for mezcal, called a mezcal Negroni. I found a friend of mine. I went to like a dinner party, and a friend of mine who's also doing a dry January bought these bottled. Their glass bottles like this big. They're single serving, single serving sizes of a mocktail Negroni, and it's like sparkling whatever. But we'd serve it in a cocktail glass or in a cocktail glass with the rock cube, and it was great. Literally, I've only had one of those. Would love to have it again. But that's for me so far my favorite one. Oh, Squid Game is a live action anime. That's why I got to. That's interesting. I never thought about it in that regard. Yeah, it does. It does pace like an anime, for sure. Kevin asks a different Kevin, not the previous Kevin. What is it with women in espresso martinis? I don't know, but I'm on board. I love them. I love them with tequila. I'm a tequila guy. Um, I Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I spoke about them on the podcast years ago. I was up early on game. I love them. I'm not saying I was there before they were cool, but I was indulging in them. Uh, but I love them. I know they're a pain in the ass for bartenders to make, and sometimes I feel bad. But if you need one, you need one. Tobias asked me if I vape. When I'm not drinking, I don't crave any of that stuff. So I haven't smoked or had nicotine or anything. But have I in the past? Yeah. Do I want to? No. Do I care to when I'm drinking again? No. That's something I'd love to stay away from. But we all slip up every once in a while. Do I plan on? I feel like streaming video games is something I need to do. I've seen this comment a lot. Do I plan on streaming video games? From Greg. I guess I should. I'm down to try it another night. Let's have some fun. I'll get on there and mess around. You see me get clapped on COD. Actually, I'm not bad at COD. You'll see me win every other game on NCAA football. Uh, Weed, never liked it. Never got into smoking weed. I was always more of an upper guy. Weed put me in a coma. Weed, when I would smoke it and I would lay down on my couch, I would feel like I'm sinking into the couch and going into like the core of the earth. Never was a good feeling for me. Knocks the fun right out of me. Coke, but not weed. Yeah, duh. I'm an adult. Sorry, I'm like just keep reading Tobias's comments. Okay, what else? Tequila ginger ale. I haven't had that. That's interesting. What else we got? Does my creative process differ per project, genre, or medium? This is from Duality Unlimited. That's a great question. I find that even when I was in college, even when I was in high school, like when I would get a paper assignment in college, I was a double major. I was in English and film theory. So basically, I read a lot, wrote a lot, and then I watched a lot of historic movies and write even more. When I was in college, and I would get a paper assigned to me, and the email or the assignment would get sent out. I was the student that would open it immediately and see what it is, because more often than not, when I look at it, the first batch of thoughts that come to my mind are usually the best ones that I have to think about the topic or to say about the topic. So then I would have like a Google Doc open on my computer, just type out either one word, one line, or if I have like a sentence or it's like I see it, like I can, when I close my eyes I can literally see it. I would see it in my head, and then I would just have to put it on paper, and I would know from like this sentence at least, a page or two would come from the birth of that idea. And I'm still like that. So even with the podcast, like with the emails, or not the emails, the voicemails, or the topics, usually when I'm going through stuff, like the first line or the first thought that I have is usually that's where the gold is, and I usually pull the rest out of that, if that makes sense. It's not like I sit with it for 3 hours. Put it this way, a lot of people, like, if you give them time, they sit with it, they'll eventually come up with something great. I'm the opposite. The great idea usually is the first one, and then I'll just go from there, if that makes sense. Uh, are there any narratives about me that are true that you would like to go away? Grim Pachi. That's a great question. I actually, yeah, why not dispel these while I'm here? I was talking to Ian Dunlap, shout out Ian, yesterday on the phone, and I said, I was like, dude, like I see a lot of people on YouTube or online commenting about my upbringing and how I was raised, and they think like I'm this silver spoon fed kid, which is to me funny, but also just like not true whatsoever. Um, I don't have a trust fund. Everyone's like, well, he's got the Clintons Connect. The truth of that is my friend works for that family. My parents have never met the Clintons. They don't know them. Like, that's not, and I don't know them. I've met them like in passing. It's not like we go way back. We didn't fucking grow up together. Like, these are all these things that, because my brother happens to be in politics, which again is completely unrelated to the whole me meeting my friend in the pandemic that works with that family, has nothing to do with my brother being in politics. These are two very different things. Honestly, they've met once, and it was because of me. We had a lunch. My friend that works with them and my brother. That was it. I was like, "Yo, you guys are in the same arena. Like, chop it up." That was it. So there's this like weird belief that I'm this. He doesn't need a job. He can coast off the family's money. I fucking wish. I fucking wish. I would have been doing this a long time ago if that were the case. No. Truth is, I don't have a fucking job. I am unemployed currently, and that's where I'm at. So I don't take any money from. I don't have any donors or any of that bullshit. I'm not a Succession family. Best movie from last year? Wasn't last year like a shitty movie year? I'm trying to remember what came out. 2023 was banger movies. That was a great Oscars. 2024 was kind of mid, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm trying to remember what came out last year. That's how uh collecting unemployment, hopefully. No, because when you're a contract worker, I can't. No, sorry. It's not how that works. It's really shitty, to be honest. I wish. Would I if I could? Yup. Am I gonna watch that movie with SZA and Kiki Palmer? I'll check it out. Why not? Anyone asking about my Cash App? I have a PayPal in my YouTube, whatever you call it, on my homepage. I'm not asking you to do that, but that's where it is. Stay on stream though. If you're gonna send anything, send it later. Let's enjoy this right now. Why not? Um, I like Smile. All right, One Mind Channel said Smile 2 is good. I saw it's on streaming. I think it's on streaming. I loved the first Smile. I'm a horror. If you know me, you know I love horror movies. Um, that's my jam. And I like Smile. I'm excited to watch the second one. I haven't seen it yet. I heard that girl, the actress in it, killed it, so I do want to check that out. Um, Succession, I never got into. I would like to. I just never got into it because it takes a while for me to get to shows that are built around. I know it's more about the family dynamic, but it takes a while for me to come around to shows where it's just like very, very wealthy people, like struggling or having, I don't know, it takes a while for me to warm up to that kind of show. So just give me time. I'm sure I'll get there when all the hype wears off too. Never. All right, you guys can kill me. Never watch Game of Thrones. I just, that world of fantasy dragon stuff. And never. I know it's more than that, and I know it's a big great story. Never got into it. That was coming out while I was in college, so it actually worked out great. All my friends would meet to watch that, and then that's when I would like go write and do my homework and stuff because I just didn't care to watch. I did watch the first season of House of Dragons though, and it was very good. I will say that. Haven't kept up with the second season, but the first one's good. I'm not anti sci-fi fantasy stuff. I don't know. It's something about like dragons and like medieval, that era, that like genre, that not the genre, just that in particular loses me a bit. Yeah, I know it's beautifully written. I never watched Dune. I have not seen Dune 2. Kill me again. You guys would be surprised by like a lot of like the big things that I haven't seen. Have not seen Gladiator 2, but I haven't heard great things. I probably won't see it. I love the original Gladiator. I'd like to keep it at that. I don't know if I have a favorite horror movie per se, but anything by James Wan is a great start. He's a legend. Anything he's directing or anything he has his hands in is usually great. A strong script as well as something that's actually scary and not jump scary and gory, like creepy, psychological terror, scary. Like Insidious. He did those. Malcolm asked, "Would I write a short film?" I'd love to write something that could become a film. The thought of doing that would be incredible. I just don't know what per se. The Conjuring Fire movie. I saw that comment. That's a great movie. Saint Marlowe said OG Gladiator might be top 10 all time. There's a debate to be had. It's such a good movie. Yeah, I don't know if this sounds wrong to say. Al said Denzel was too cool for that movie. It's weird to say the sentence Denzel may have been the wrong cast member for this movie, but he may have been. It just didn't seem like a right fit. That period, that era, the role he was playing, like it just didn't. It. I feel like they could have gone a different direction. Sinister is a great movie. The Omen is a classic. Damn, you guys like horror movies. Shout out to the horror crew. Ooh, let's get into it. That's my stuff. That is definitely my bag. I got an email. Oh, no. As above, so below. I have seen that. What else? What else we got? Also, what time is it? I told my friends I might meet up with them later. They're all at a dinner. But I don't want to. It's too cold. American Horror Story. Look, American Horror Story. I've watched most of them. They lost me at the end, but Ryan Murphy is the creator of American Horror Story. For those that aren't familiar, American Horror Story is a show that each season it's one-off seasons, so you don't need to watch. Although it is cool to watch them in order because they use a lot of the same actors and you see them play these different characters and roles, which is cool. I would recommend season 1, 2, and 3 for sure. 3 is probably the best. Coven, it's the witches one. It's all like female led. The women kill it. It's really, really, really well written. It's not very scary. Season 1 is terrifying. Season 3 is not jump scare. It's just very well written and probably one of the best seasons of like horror television in my mind. Murder House, yeah, that's the first season. He's right. Yep. I like the witches one, man. I don't know. That one's fire. Freak Show lost me. Freak Show wasn't great. You know, one wasn't bad. It was a little too gory. This is when they kind of went a little too in with the slash and gore. The season with Lady Gaga in the hotel in LA, it was very, very bloody and gory, but I liked the story. It carried. It kind of had like if you've seen The Shining, It kind of has like that feel to it. A lot of dead spirits, a lot of red carpets and gold accents and large spaces where you're communicating with people that might be dead or people that might be alive. It's one of those. Cabin in the Woods was interesting. That twist at the end is pretty fire. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but Cabin in the Woods is that's not a bad movie. Ryan Murphy's great, but I feel like he's kind of, I don't want to say sold out, but like he's going for the bag. Like he's clearly marketed, he's cornered himself as like that guy. That's his lane. And I feel like I forget what his latest project was. I was just talking about it with a friend, but it seems like a little too, he might be too far out there for me. Favorite animated movie? I mean, I grew up, I was a kid in like the golden era of Pixar. Toy Story had a chokehold on me. Like it's got to be Toy Story. Toy Story 1 and 2. Those were like when I was a kid, those came out. I was obsessed with Toy Story. I had Toy Story sleeping bag. Fire. Oh, undeniable catch. Have you ever seen Barry on HBO Max? Yes, I love. First of all, Bill Hader, incredible. I'm a huge Henry Winkler fan. It's like thinking about that show is making me smile. So, NoHo Hank, hi, buddy. Hey, Batty. I love that show. If you haven't seen Barry, watch it. It's very, very well done. It's a great show. Bill Hader's such a great writer, and I'm glad that he like took that progression with his career and took on that show because he's nailing it. Will I play GTA 6 when it comes out? I'd like to. Did I cry watching Toy Story 3? Yes. True Detective season 1 is incredible, without a doubt. All right. What else we got? This is fun, guys. I know this is like we're living and learning here. This is the first go at it. So I really just before we keep going, I want to thank everybody uh that's here. I'm not trying to end this immediately, but I just this is awesome and I really do thank everybody that's hanging around here. This is fun as hell. And I will be doing more of these. So just thank you. But let's answer some more while we're here. Mm, Edge Runners. I haven't heard of that. My favorite, I will say this, my favorite type of film is like film noir. Uh, I watched one recently. It's called Lake George. It's a small like indie movie, but you can like rent it on streaming services. I think Amazon Prime maybe. I rented it like last week or something like that. It was like $4. It's solid. That's like my kind of favorite film. I forget which director said it. I don't believe it was Hitchcock. No, but it was the quote basically is like the synopsis of a film noir movie is like all you need is a girl and a gun to make a great movie, and that's the kind of vibe that I like. It's very classic type of movie. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. I am Legend 2. I don't know. Yeah, you can rent on streaming because like it wasn't on a streaming service, but it was available to rent. So, and then you have it for like 48 hours. I don't want to like talk about this rap beef. The thing with like the Drake Kendrick thing is I saw you deleted the comment, but fuck it, we're here. I like Drake. I listen to Drake more. I think everyone listens to Drake more. I think that's like, yeah, like he's more commercial. It's more of an easy listen. But I'm also like objective and fair, and he got smoked in the rap battle. Like I think it's not that hard to be objective. He lost. He knows he lost. That's why he's doing what he's doing. Do I still listen to Drake's music more? Of course I do. Do I think Kendrick's great? I'm not shitting on Kendrick. Kendrick's amazing. They're both great. God forbid you like both. But Drake lost, and that's fine. He'll be fine. Life goes on. I mean, it's okay, dude. You don't need to crash out over it. Have I been to Puerto Rico? I have. Actually, my dad used to play professional basketball in Puerto Rico in Fajardo. My dad was a badass man in basketball. If you own a candle company, email me, Mike. I'm a candle guy. I have one burning right now. Here, hold on, because you know it smells great in here. Keep that thing on me. I have an email that you can email me at. I'll put it up here. Hold on. With pod at gmail.com. That's my email. I'll pin it to the top. If you want to get in contact with me regarding a sponsorship, or if you're working for a company that you want to get on the show, or you're creating a business that you want to get on the show, shoot me an email. That's the tequila sponsorship that I had in the first episode. That's how that came. Super organic. Got a DM and we connected from there. And in a week's time, we're able to get that set up. And it was a lot of fun. They gave me no script to read. I just got to freestyle it, which is my preferred means of creating and my preferred means of promotion. So yeah, I understand everybody has talking points sometimes, and if you need that to get done, we can do that, but let's have fun. So yeah, shoot me an email. Start a Shopify shop. One step at a time, guys. I'm going there. I'm working on everything. Later, Wolf. Appreciate you. Have a good night. My go-to red wine. Damn, this is why I wish I had stuff in my crib now. My wine stash is depleted because I don't drink this month. There's a bottle of. Let me pull it up. It's an organic red. With this kid. Well, that sounds awful to say into a microphone. With a kid on it. It's child's blood. No, it's damn, what is it? It's a guy with a kite. Guy with kite. Let me see if I can find it. Damn, I can't find. You know what's funny? I drank it all the time. I don't know the name of the damn bottle. It's really gonna annoy me. But I like organic reds because, quick tip, if you are a wine drinker, drink organic because there are no preservatives. Basically, a lot of wine here has a bunch of preservatives to extend the flavor and shelf life, all that stuff, and it's just loaded with sugars, and those sugars are the wine will get you there, but the sugars are really what slap you in the face the next morning on the hangover. If you stay away from that, if you drink more clean wine, organic wine, there's no added sugars, no preservatives, you'll have honestly a better drunk, but definitely a better following morning. Sulfite-free wines, yes, that's another one of the things you need out of there. If I could count on my hands how many times my mom says no sulfite, all that shit. Yep, I know. Cabernet and Merlot is great too. Just whatever you're drinking, just make sure it's organic. I guess that's what I'm saying here. Can you guys hear that music? There's some asshole blasting music outside my apartment. It's like Greek music. What else we got? The Illuminati wine. That's hilarious. What do I want to do on this show that I couldn't do on the last? I think like with respects to them being the front men of that show, like I wouldn't be able to do this. I wouldn't be comfortable doing this. I feel like I would have heard about it or be encouraged not to do this again. So it's just cool to be able to be more myself than what I was able to show on the show. I think on the podcast you saw a version of me, which was usually like the comment guy, the funny guy. If there was time if I had the ability to like clear out and get in depth about something, then I would, take that advantage. But I was never like, it wasn't my show. So there was always a ceiling to where I could go. And now I am like the ceiling, no ceilings. So this is like it's cool to just I want to try a live stream. Why not? So this is nice. Like I'm loving this. This is so fun. So yeah, it's not a matter of like what I couldn't do. It's just what I'm comfortable doing and not having to worry about doing. So it's just freely creating. How about that? Do I accept super chats? Dizza, I'm working on it. I got to get monetized first. I have the requirements. I just can't freaking monetize yet. It's annoying as hell. But when we get there, believe me, next time I'm on here, there will be a super chat. I'm working on it, guys. I am working on it. Yes, shout out to the mods. Yes, Duality said shout out to the mods. That is Plug the Influence. And again, Plug is I don't want to spoil your name here because I know you go by that online. I don't want to ruin your whole thing here, your incognito operation. Plug emailed me and basically was like, yo, hey, like, saw the email that's pinned at the top of this chat, reached out, said, hey, I do this, that, and the third. I have a studio. If you want to shoot, even offered me a studio space. It's incredible. And I said, look, like, here's my deal. Here's what I'm working on, but I could always use some tech help. And he connected me in a Discord. Him and another person that he works with at a studio have been like my remote tech support. I obviously messed up the first live stream attempt at this. So now we're rocking with this link. But not only that, Plug also said, hey, let me be a mod for the chat tonight. I was like, I don't even know what that means. He goes, just when you see my name pop up, just click this and then do that, and I'll take care of the rest. And I was like, sick. And every time I look back at my screen, I see Plug sniping comments left and right. So shout out to him, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And I will make sure that you are around and a part of this as we move forward because you're doing a great job, man. Thank you. I should start a Discord. Yeah, I would like to. I got to figure all this stuff out, guys. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Ever think about coming back to the Shy? Of course. I love Chicago. Will I be back soon? No, because if I think it's cold here, I know it's worse there. You can catch me out there probably in May or June. Hopefully Lollapalooza. What would be fun, depending on where we're at with this podcast, I would love to do Lollapalooza and then like shoot and record out there and maybe have someone on the ground with me and fuck around and hang out with some of my artist friends and just kick it, be amongst the peeps and just enjoy Lala. It's been a while since I've been back. Thanks for the email, Mike. I will be on the lookout. I will never turn down a candle. I just saw the notification pop up on my phone. I'm currently enjoying my Cali weather. Well, yo, what's the deal out there? Is the fire situation, has that calmed down or what's going on out there? Is it still hazy? I just got off the phone with a friend in LA before I jumped on this, and I didn't ask how that was. I didn't get an update. There's a new fire going. Okay, that doesn't sound good. In San Diego, that's not even LA. Um, am I gonna go to Dreamville Fest? Most likely. Yeah, last one. I gotta go. They're so fun. You know what sucks? Do I speak another language? Cindy's asked. No, which is ass. I really wish I did. Um, especially because my mom does, and you would think I would learn that or take that on, but nope. I'm not multilingual or bilingual or just have a tenuous grasp on the English language as is. Sucks. Especially with my last name, Delgado. You'd think that I would speak Spanish. Yeah, it is too bad. Showing love for Milwaukee. Shout out Milwaukee. I hate the Bucks, but I've that Dahmer doc was cool. He was doing work in Milwaukee. Nice. Milwaukee's funny because my niece loves the Bucks. She's obsessed with Giannis, and I keep trying to convert her to be a Knicks fan, and it's not working. So I have some respect for Milwaukee because of her, but I'm trying to get her on our side. What do my parents think about being about no longer being on the pod? I've been very vocal about my the difficulties I had before we got to the firing. So I think because no one in my family or none of my friends, like the people I've been talking to about my time there, was like caught off guard, like, oh my God, no way. So I think that they're, as parents, they're worried because, as I, again, transparency, their son doesn't have a fucking income, which is ass cheeks, especially in the city. Uh, so for that, there's worry that I expect for them to speak on. And I try to give enough grace and respect to listen, but after a while, how many times can I hear the same thing? It gets to me, and I'm like, all right, I got it. I'll figure it out. Uh, but the real side, the real life stuff aside, my parents are incredibly supportive. I promise I would not be doing this or be in this field at all if they weren't the type of people that they are. They're amazing. I spoke, I think, highly enough of my parents on the pod that you guys kind of have a gist of who they are. They're awesome. So they're very supportive, and yeah, I'm sure my mom's watching now. So hey, mom, what's up? If you're awake, I am still in New York City. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to the good parents. Not a lot of good parents get the flowers they deserve. What else we got? What has contributed to your ability to be so vulnerable with your parents? Love it. Francine, thank you. I think like as like a mix of this weird answer. It's like a mix of like cynicism and like just reality. I don't like the idea of pretending to be someone that I'm not or putting on a front in any situation, which has bitten me in the ass. Being too authentic can come off as like abrasive or an asshole at times. And the older I get, the more I try to reel that back and understand that not everybody, it's like not the harsh truth, so to speak, but sometimes you just have to scale and meet people where they're at versus, meeting people where you think that they should be comfortable. So, um, yeah, my parents and we've always spoken like that, and it's nice. So when I speak to do Q&As or anybody on the street, like that's kind of how I lead, with honesty. And it's just easier to talk that way because I'm also an awful liar, and my friends, my family know that I can't lie for shit. I'm terrible at it. Um, oh, my mom's in the chat. Hey, my mom said the OA. Has anyone in here seen the OA? I recently rewatched it. Oh, guys, like a top 5 show for me personally. It gets a little freaky and weird at the end, but it is such a mind fuck of a show. I would implore everybody to watch it. It's so damn good. I forget the woman's name that wrote it. She also stars in it. Mom, if you're still in the chat, can you put her name in there? I can't remember her name, but she is incredible. Watch it. You didn't like it? Try it again. Yeah, it got canceled. The shitty thing is it got canceled. Her name is Britt Marling. Thank you, Mom. Britt Marling is incredible. She stars in it and wrote it. I want to do like there's like this whole dance thing routine. It's weird as shit, but it's very good. It's an addictive show. I haven't watched The Leftovers. I know my mom's still in it. She loved that show. She keeps telling me to watch it. I haven't checked it out. Look, Ma, you're getting flowers in the chat. Hey. Joni getting love. You guys want to hear a funny story? My parents' names are Joni and Tony. So when I was a kid, I thought all parents' names had to rhyme. I was convinced that that's how you found your soulmate, and so that's why I'm single. Yeah, isn't that funny? Isn't that ridiculous? That stupid kid shit. What else we got? I'll do a few more. I really have to pee. So I wanna hit the bathroom. But and I probably should call my friends. And actually, let me see. I have some locations. I can check where they are. Do you guys have your friends' locations? You should. At least a few of them. Let's see where my friends are. Oh, they're in Brooklyn. Oh, they're not close to me. Wait, hold on. Let me text these people back. Hold on. Where you at? Okay. What else we got? What am I sipping on? It's tea, guys. It's tea. I'm lame this month. Uh, how to get a Julian beard? Genetics. I've can. I'll to the day I die. I'll fight for the beard claims of you must put Beijing. You must color your beard. No, never. This is all. This is me, baby. This is all me, and it comes in quick. Might have to shave it again if I book this modeling gig, which would suck, to be honest. Oh, wait, where's Peyton? Hold on. Where is Peyton? I can't. Did it already pass? Do it again. Wait. If you guys are anyone in here that listens to the You Should Know podcast, Peyton and Cam, they're my favorite. First of all, shout out Cam. Cam had a his newborn. He has a son, which is beautiful. If you don't follow or watch You Should Know podcast, they're hilarious. They're two very good friends of mine out of Dallas, Texas, that have a very great podcast. They're huge on everything, but on TikTok, they're gearing up for this amazing tour this year. I love these guys so much. But Peyton just texted me, so I was hitting him back. What else we got? Let's see. Yes, I the last thing I said, give your friends and family your location. It's important. You should do that, especially if you're a woman in these streets. It can be dangerous out there. What hobbies do I have besides poetry and planting? I damn, I'm trying to think. I bike a lot. I mean, I've said these things. I bike a lot. I work out a lot, but I guess that's more like basketball. I play basketball every Tuesday. Um, I like card games and board game, like and what do you call it? Backgammon. I play a lot of backgammon. Oh, here we go. When can we join the pod? Peyton, Peyton, so you should know is in here. So when can we join the pod? You know, I'm probably not coming to Dallas anytime soon. So when your big fancy agency sends you back to New York to fly in a private jet and do a WWE fight, you know where to find me. You can pull up to the crib. Let's record something fun. All right, big money. I'll see you when you're back in New York. How's that, Peyton? Also, give me those sweats. I want those sweats, bro. I love those. How many snake plants do I have? I have 4 now. So I have 2. Hold on, because this is exciting. Let me plant nerd out real quick. I'll be right back. So, anybody in here know about propagation? This is so fun. I'm so happy I can do this. I love that people care about this. There's 2 ways to propagate a plant. It's either by soil or by water. The more cool, sexy, like popular way of propagating a plant is by water, because basically you snip a healthy stalk, so like of the snake plant, the big one here, and you put it in like water, and then you watch the roots grow, and then when the roots come in, you stick that in soil, and then like magic happens. You want let the roots come in like pretty long. You want them to be healthy. For the first time in my life, I did a soil propagation this summer. Check this out. I'm gonna pull up the photos too on my phone because they're on my camera roll. My camera roll is just full of like plant photos. This is sick. So what you do, the process is you take a healthy stalk from the big boy, the one that's 6 years old. You cut it, and you cut it at a V. You cut the ends at a V, and then you let that sit. You on a paper towel. You like seal it up, put it in a cool in a pantry in a dark space. Let that sit for like 2-3 days. Let it dry out, and then when it dries out, like when the dryness dries out, you take that, plant it in soil, and then you wait. And it's pretty soil propagation is so anticlimactic because it takes like 5-6 months to develop. So mind you, this is over. These are probably like 8 months old now, but I'll show you. I'm going to put this to the camera. You'll see the original stalk on the. You'll be able to tell. The original one is the dark colored one. The new one are like the baby. These guys over here. I'll show you real quick. Hold on. Why isn't that? I'd have to mess with the focus on the camera. But basically the root from the original grows in births, so they're connected. It creates the new one. So I had 2 of them, and these are them. Look at that. These are both probably like 7-8 months old, or yeah, and they just both popped out of nowhere. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And who's to say? I mean, who knows? In maybe 6 years' time, they'll be just as large as this guy here. But they're all birthed from the same plant. That's what's awesome about plants. Is you don't really need to keep buying them. You can just kind of keep growing them on your own. Save you some money. And it's exciting. It's good. When I went to college, to keep bringing up my mom, when I was in college, when I was 17, freshman year, my mom said, at this age, you need to take care of something. You should always take care of something else. And at your age, it should be a plant. You should always have to look after something else. So I still live by that. I went from one plant at 17 to 16 currently. So run it up. I haven't grown fruits or vegetables. I would like to grow. So I was just talking about this the other day with a friend. I want to grow, at least at the very least, start growing herbs. Because it'd be fun to cook with stuff that I grew in my apartment. I want to get an aloe plant. Those are great too. Grow some mint. Mint's tight. Plant life, just a plant dad out here in the streets. All right. What time we at? Oh, shoot. Oh, we've been rocking for a long time, guys. Nothing wrong with the bushes is hilarious. I like cacti. Cacti are cool. Okay. I don't want to take everyone's night. It is a Friday night. I'm sure you all have things you want to do. I still have to pee. I promise this will be the first of many. I love this. This is great. Shout out to, I think when I checked earlier, I'm zoomed in on the chat, so I haven't seen the amount of people that have been in here with whatever, but we hit a significant number, guys. This is incredible. Real quick, next episode, Tuesday, 4 a.m. and video same day, 8 a.m. Call me. Give me wild stories. I love giving you guys like advice, but like I also love like the stupid, silly stories. This next episode has very, very funny voicemails. I already recorded it. It's hilarious. 877-557-SWWP. That is 877-557-7997. That's what that is numerically. Please call me. It is on all my socials. It's pinned on my YouTube. If you go to my channel, everything is organized. You're talking to a former digital marketer at a record label. You will not find me misstepping on anything digitally. That is never going to happen. I will have everything tight. Pause. Yeah. Other than that, I love you guys. You'll hear from me soon. Good night. Stay safe. Stay warm. Enjoy your weekend, and talk soon, guys. I don't even know how to end this damn thing. So, oh, here we go. All right. Peace.